Welcome again to my YouTube channel, The Exodus. Karibu sana. Thank you so much. It's another Friday. We always here at 11 so that we can have a walk in the talk. Because I told you this is a journey, it's a life journey where we sit down and talk only to give you hope in life. Because this life, you need each other. You need each other to listen to and to talk to. My name is Exodus Mothawa. And thank you so much for the new subscribers. God bless you. And also those who are continuing following and liking my Facebook page. God bless you. We are interacting, and each and every topic that you are listing down, I'm writing them down so that at least we can be able to get time and sit down and be able to discuss. And today, our topic is so different. I want us to talk about why do young people lose hope in life. You end up seeing that we have this generation where we have the biggest number in our country, in the whole world. The youth are in the bigger number, but you tend to see that many of them, most of them, they lose hope. I don't know why. And each and every young person has that aspect. I want to make it in life. But before you go to that success end, there are so many things that you undergo so that you be shaped and become fine in terms of success. But in between, so many people, young generation, they lose hope and they have their story. Today, I have a guest. We'll be talking to Bernard Kagame. We'll know him more so that at least you know what he does and why do we have this topic today for you. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Exodus Mothawa, also to like my Facebook page, Exodus Mothawa, and we'll be together. Thank you so much. Karibu sana, Mr. Bernard Kagame.
Thank you.
Welcome to the channel.
Asante sana.
This is where we sit down and discuss issues about life. And also we give hope to many who are there out and they feeling they are so down. And I always speak to them that each and every morning you wake up, your image should be the mirror to give you hope to continue with this journey.
Right.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Yeah.
So I'm very much honored to be here
Yes.
and to be your guest today, and it is my joy to share out my story. It may not be that dynamic or it may not be that good for
Sure.
some of us to listen to, but at least it can give hope to the dying hearts. And every day our commitment is to make sure that everybody smiles, so that when you face the day, you may face it with a lot of courage and determination.
True. Now, who is Bernard Kagame?
Bernard Kagame is a media personality and a content developer, and I nafurahia chenye huwa nafanya kila siku. Kwa hiyo, even though sometimes media world is being not well understood, but every day when I wake up very early in the morning, I have to make sure that whatever I have to do, wherever I have to go through, it has to be of great benefit to me and to my family entirely.
True.
I am also a husband,
Wow.
and I'm also a father. And
Okay.
therefore, with all those offices, then I have to carry out my responsibilities with a lot of integrity and with a lot of determination.
You are
Hoping that tomorrow is pregnant, it's going to give birth to victory and success.
That is true.
Yes.
For you to reach where you are today, you are in media, you does a lot to the society. Tell us your journey. Where did you start? Because young people are there and they are so ambitious. Every young person has a dream.
Right.
They want to become success in each and everything they do. They want to tell a story. They want to be a help to the community.
Right.
But maybe the situation they are in currently, they cannot allow them to be where they want. And in the long run, they lose hope.
Right.
Yeah.
Kila mtu ako na mwanzo wake.
Kweli.
Na katika kila safari, hatua ya kwanza lazima iwepo. Kwa hiyo safari ya kwangu huenda ikawa sio kama safari ya kwako, lakini hatimaye kuna tabasamu mwisho. Mimi sikuzaliwa nikiwa I wasn't born in a family where we have a journalist. And neither of my family members is
A journalist, or not There's no one who is in media from your family.
Hakuna hata mmoja ambaye sasa hivi naweza sema niliamua kuwa
kama
katika taaluma ya wanahabari kwa sababu katika jamii kuna fulani akiwemo, hakuna.
Sababu kwingi una kwamba if you're in media maybe mtu wa kwenu ako kwa media, alikuwa kwa media ama yuko kwa media, or someone inspired you who is so close to your family or even from your family members.
Kwa hivyo kila mtu ako na ndoto zake ambazo anasema ningehitaji niwe kama fulani ama ningehitaji nifike kiwango fulani. Japo kuwa pengine hauna mtu ambao anaweza sema I just want to be like someone that I do know and I understand. But I myself, how I started is a very unique way. I did not inspire to be a journalist there first. So I had other courses that I did that I thought would help me to reach where probably I could be. And I did a lot of them because I have gone to many schools to look for where do I fit.
Where will you fit in the community?
Ni wapi hapa ambapo nitapenya nikae niseme nimeshafika. Ni mambo mengi sana nimepitia. Lakini kati hayo mambo yote ambayo nimepitia, leo hii penye nipo naweza sema najivunia kuwa mahali hapa nipo. Japo kuwa vitengo vya wanahabari ni kama vimenajisiwa tuseme. Lakini hata hivyo moyo wetu bado haujainama, umesimama wima.
Sababu mwito uko.
Kuwa mwanahabari ama mwandishi ni mwito.
Kweli.
Kama vile daktari ameitwa, kama vile mchungaji ameitwa, hata mtu kuwa mwanahabari ni mwito. Kwa sababu lazima wewe mwenyewe jikaze. Na kitambo ukuje useme nimekubali huo mwito, lazima kuna mvua imekunyea.
For you, when you talk of succession, when you talk of being successful, there's a journey, kuna mahali umepitia. Did it reach in your life at a point ukafeel now mimi hapa siwezi? I've tried this, you've gone, umepitia shule nyingi sana, umefanya courses tofauti, na each and every course that maybe you think this one will venture me into succession, this one will venture me into a good life, unakuta inagonga mwamba. When was this and what did you do so that person who is watching us and maybe amefika, maybe amepitia njia ambayo umepitia na bado anafeel kwamba bado hajafika?
One of the things that is very discouraging to a young youth is that you graduate from the secular schools and your parent does not understand you, right? He or she tells you, you just have to go and do this course. That is not who you're supposed to be, but they have dictated what you're supposed to do. So you go there and you do that course, and at the end of the day you come and give them your certificate. This is what you wanted to do. Now I want to do mine. Na anakuangalia hivi, anakuambia wewe pengine uko na kichaa. Hivyo ambavyo nilikwambia wewe ndio kafanye, hivyo hiyo ndio taaluma ya kwako. Kwa hivyo kuenda kumwambia nimeshamaliza, sasa naomba mnipeleke ya kwangu, kuna kasumba hapo. Lakini hata hivyo, every day we desire to be what we want to be.
True.
So I myself, when I graduated from high school, my parents wanted me to be a carpenter. So my father wanted me to be a carpenter, and I was very, very thin and worn out. And I asked myself, now, where do I start? How do I do it? Every day you wake up in the morning and you go into a workshop. Do you even know what a jack crane is? Do you know even how to use it? Right? And you feel, I don't belong to that. Mimi najihisi siko hapo.
Kuna wale ambao wameitwa kufanya
kuna wale ambao taaluma yao ndio hii, lakini mimi kwangu
kabisa you feeling this is not my thing.
Lakini kwa sababu pengine umeambiwa mheshimu baba,
unafuata ile njia.
Mtii mzazi, unafuata ile njia japo kwa wewe mwenyewe hauipendi, lakini unaifuata. So my father wanted me to be a carpenter, right? And he looked for a courage for me to do the same. And I did it. And I completed with all grades.
Wow.
And I passed them well.
Then ukapelekea mzazi certificate, mimi nishamaliza ndio hii.
Sasa nimeshamaliza. Where do I start? Who is there to employ me? Where do I even have tools and equipment for me to start
you have all the skills now, it's now to implement.
Can you imagine? And now on the way, I felt, that was wastage of my time. Why can't I go for what I feel that is good? But when you go to share this with your parent or your guardian, anakuambia chenye nilikupatia kimetosha, wewe mwenyewe tumia akili na uwezo uliopewa katika
ukitaka kingine wewe mwenyewe sasa kutoka hapo gurudumu
ana tena nakwambia ukumbuke kuna wengine wako nyuma yako
na bado wanataka mahitaji.
Kwa hivyo wewe mwenyewe jivunie chenye umepewa. Kama kuna kingine unachokihitaji wewe mwenyewe kajitafutie.
Now that's where you reach a point you feeling you now between rock and hard service.
Yes, and you feel and na mzazi hataki umwambie baba, I feel that I can be a very good
journalist,
or I can be a very good hairdresser or a marketer.
Yeah, kile ambacho alikuchagulia. Kwa sababu
rafiki yake kana mtoto ambaye anafanya kazi ya useremala
na amexcel vizuri
na sasa pia wangu. Anasema hata wangu. That is one of the things that discourages young people.
Your story gives reflects what I went through.
Right.
My dad told me took me to be a teacher. And of course nilimaliza kuwa mwalimu na nikaenda nikamaliza, but what I do today nilichukulia vile ulichukulia nilitumia hiyo njia. And this is a challenge to many I want us to value both. Like when you be talking about you're a father, of course you want good life to your kids. We have to listen to them because one reason, after reading so many comments, young people lose hope because their parents want them to follow a certain channel.
They are dictating
which is okay, but they're not given that time, a chance to
speak
express themselves. Like this, dad and mom, it is true, it's good, but I'm feeling I want to do this. Then what did you do?
I myself, I did not disappoint them. I went to the school and I did what they wanted to do, and I made sure that I perfected in whatever I was doing. Even though inside me, being a carpenter, it wasn't me. But I prayed that I would do what I could do better, not to shame my parents. But inside me, that was not where I would say nimefika.
There was a feeling that was pushing you. I'm supposed to be doing this instead of this.
But I was also mixed up. I didn't know where I belong.
How did you now rise from being a carpenter, now you're rising, today you're a media person?
Because I myself, I desire to be a very good cook. And so if I would given a chance at that particular time, I would go for hospitality.
You become a good chef?
Whatever, but in the hospitality department. That's where I felt I would swim.
Yeah.
But who am I going to tell?
And how will
I
go about this?
My sponsor is my daddy, and he has looked into my eye gates and he tells me, this is what I want you to do, full stop, period.
The last point was you are a carpenter, and that is it. If you're not, then it's...
And he is mentioning the name of his friend's son. Fulani amefanya hivi. Mbona amepata ufanisi? Kwa nini usimfuate? Sasa nimfuate, yeye ni yeye, mimi ni mimi. Mbona usinielewe, siwezi nikafanya kazi kama hiyo. There was no time for that. Because the way we are brought up, you give your father total respect that you do not negotiate. Whatever he says, it's final. You take it or reject it. And therefore, what I choose to do is to obey and to do whatever he wanted. Remember, I was very young. At age 15, 16, 17, 18 to 20, what do you know?
And at that time, you depend so much from your parents.
Yes, what do you know? So what you have to do, help me, God, that I may not disappoint my parents. And I did it. And I remember we did from, we can call it a polytechnic of Kent. And we did it to the grade 3, grade 2, grade 1. You pass all of them, but you are not swimming in that.
And the dad was so happy that you completed
so
it.
When I finished doing that, I would connect myself. Some people who knew that I was doing that course would call me every now and then. Kagame, come and go. We have a kibarua somewhere. Come and let's go and do it. And I would do it, but I'm not swimming in it. I don't feel that this is where I belong. Wanakuambia njoo tutengeneze hii kabati, njoo tutengeneze hii finishing ya nyumba. Mnafanya na pesa zipo, lakini hapo sipo penye nahitaji. Nahitaji nipewe nafasi niende nikaingie kwenye upishi. Mimi nahitaji kuwa mpishi. Sihitaji kuwa seremala kama ndo wanaitwa.
Okay. We're talking to Bernard Kagame. He is a journalist, and of course, for him to reach where he is today, it is a journey. And that is why we are here, so that at least we can be able to interact and talk. And this is a call to our parents who are there and they are so supportive to their kids. But before you come up with a conclusion, it's always good to listen to your child, get their opinion. As much as you are there as the last person, it's always good to have that voice from your kid. Now, Usha, you're already now a carpenter now. What else do you do so that now we raised to where we are, so that we can be able to talk to that parent, because you are one of them, how to balance being supportive and also to listen to your kid, so that we can bring this to an end where young people are losing hope, even them losing life because wazazi walikataa kuwasikiliza.
I decided not to follow their dream.
Ilifika mahali ukisema nao enough is enough.
Sihitaji tena.
Ukachora line ukasema nao.
Sihitaji tena. So kwa sababu sikuwa I didn't have that money that I could take myself to my college of choice or to my faculty of choice.
Yeah.
What I decided to do is to change. And the best way I could do it is to become a farmer.
Yeah.
So how do I do that? Mimi mwenyewe nikate
shamba kule nyumbani
ambapo kipande tu kidogo.
Then ukaanza
ukulima mboga za kila aina. Kwa hiyo kila siku, kila weekend nilikuwa na kipato cha kwangu. So I thought that would be very good. And therefore my father looked at me in another dimension.
Akaona kweli nilikuwa nimemuelekeza upande huu, but again now I can see the other side of him.
Kila siku kwetu kuna bishwa. Nahitaji mboga, nahitaji sukuma.
Na zile ambazo zinatoka kwa shamba
hapo tu.
So your dad became inspired of what you're doing.
Yes. But still he would call me and ask me, why aren't you doing what you went to school for? Na mimi nikamwambia kama kitu hakiko ndani yangu. Hakitonisaidia.
Na tena huko ni mwito wangu ule.
Hapo na pia nikamwambia hata chenye nafanya sasa hivi sidhani nimefika. Kwa hiyo pangekuwa na uwezo mimi nikajikuta kwenye chuo ambacho nitasomea chenye mimi mwenyewe najihisi naweza fanya. Hapo ninaweza sema
ingekuwa bora zaidi.
Yeah.
Now before you tell us how you raised now from being a farmer to where you are today. Maybe speak a word maybe to the parent, because that's where we are now. Before I speak to the parent, I enrolled myself into an institution to do something different from what they would think of. This time, I wanted to do a psychology part of it. And I also wanted to do anything related to community work. And I found that when I get into the university and do a course that will take me to where I belong better. So I went to the university and I enrolled and I did psychology plus biology. And when you're doing these, now is your parent supporting? Yes, they were very much supportive. Very, very much. So after all, they ended up now fitting to where you wanted to fit in your shoes. And now they started supporting you. Yes, they started supporting me, and they promised to clear every fee balance that would be there for 4 good years. That nani nawapatia heshima yangu yote kwa sababu walikubali na wakaona huo mwelekeo niliouchukua kwangu ndio ulikuwa. So they supported me and I did all my course and I graduated and I came and I am employed and I'm earning good money, but still sijafika. Bado. You still in the journey. Bado sijafika. And you could ask yourself, what's good for humanity? What does it make you stand and say that already nimefika kwenye nilikuwa where is my purpose? Where am I supposed to be? And I would want to talk to every parent who is watching that it's good, even though you want to dictate what your child should do as a parent, because you've seen that child growing up and probably you think that whatever you are dictating to a child could be the best. It's also good to give a room to your child to get to choose, to give out his or her opinion. Probably you could be right, but you could also be wrong. In one or the other. Yes, because imefika mahali ambapo mitandao imekuwa ni na utandawazi unatupatia nafasi kama watoto kujua ni kipi hiki ambacho mimi ninahitaji, and again bila hata kuegemea upande wa mzazi. And again time is now running like technology is taking
Yeah,
up,
and things are changing.
Things are changing. Not how our parents maybe used to do their things. Now things are changing, and maybe they still want us to do things the way they used to do. And that's where the problem is, and that's where I want us to have the pickup of our topic today, where young people, they lose hope, yes, but before they reach to losing hope, they have maybe tried something, it have not worked. Vile umeongea kuhusu technology, it's there. It's a wide industry, but again, it has its own challenges, where you'll venture into something today, you'll be doing things via YouTube, via Facebook, but yet you're not reaching where you want. And again, a young generation, they are living a life, a copied life. Like, mimi nikiwa kama Muthama nataka kuwa kama Kagame. Unaona? Kagame alifanya hivi, yeye akafaulu. Mimi wacha nijaribu kufanya hivi, na when I try like what Kagame did and I don't succeed, then I lose hope. Peer pressure is something else.
Absolutely.
Where it's I'm listening so much to what Kagame will tell me or the group will tell me. If I don't do as they are doing, then my life is done.
That's a very wrong ideology, because if you copy me and what I'm doing, you may not succeed, because I have my own ability and I have my own skills. You are different from me. So the best thing you can do is to be yourself. Be what you are becoming and what you are. Because at the end of the day, you are you. And the only problem that we do face, as many young people do face, that makes them to turn off from the advices of their parents, is because parents do not understand their children, and especially when they are at the age of being youths. Because every day, and we say it and we have to say it again, that the world is changing. The way the world was 10 years ago is not exactly what is today. Kwa hivyo kuna mambo mengi sana. Tukasema utandawazi uko na mambo, that is the internet. Kuna mambo mengi sana ambayo yako hupo. Kwa hivyo kijana akiwa na simu yake, akona uwezo wa kuangalia na kufanya utafiti na yeye mwenyewe to compare himself with other people in the world. And I can do this, I can do that. Even if you may not take me to college as a parent, I can do it via YouTube. And therefore, your ability and your skills are different from someone else. So be who you are and what you are. Kwa hivyo tunasema ya kwamba mimi mwenyewe nikajiona sifai kuwa chenye mzazi wangu alikuwa anataka niwe.
Kweli.
Kwa hivyo mimi mwenyewe baada ya kuchukua nafasi ya kuwa mkulima, hatimaye nikaingia kwenye chuo kikuu. Baadaye nilikuja kugundua kwamba kumbe niko na kipaji. And that is when I joined the media college. And I did media, and that is where I am right now. And I'm enjoying myself. Hakuna mtu yote aliniambia unaweza kuwa hiki, unaweza kuwa kile. Lakini kwenye hisia zangu nilijihisi kana kwamba kuna kipaji ambacho ni tofauti na vile vingine. And that is where I am.
True. Now, when I look the larger picture of a young person, I see someone who is so energetic, someone who has ambition, someone who has the capacity. But I want us to give advice or to talk to that young person who has a father figure, and the other person, young person who doesn't have the father figure. Having a father figure, does it contribute so much of whom you become?
Somehow it does, but at the end of the day, you yourself, you have to make a choice.
True.
Remember, when you are sober, you can think about your life in a very sober way.
True.
But when you have contaminated your ideologies with other stuffs, you never think critically. And therefore, we call upon to each and every young tax, wherever they are. I know sometimes your parents or their parents may not provide exactly what they need. But there is that limitation, probably we can say. But you yourself with your own skills, you can be able to emulate yourself, copy yourself, and be what you think you can be for the better tomorrow. Because at the end of the day, there is an avenue for everyone to excel.
There's also this mind of young people who are educated. You've gone to school, you've graduated, and you didn't get a chance to work within the reach of your course, and you tend to losing hope. Like life, maybe you were called to be a doctor, you didn't get a chance to join that working job group, and you tend to losing hope.
Yes, but there are technical things that you can do better than being in the office.
True.
You can be a very good you can what do I have to say? You can be a good farmer, I guess. You can Being a farmer doesn't mean that you go to the shamba with a jembe. There are many things that you can do. You can be a pig farmer. You can be a chicken farmer. You can be, that's poultry farmer. So what you need to do is start from where you are, believe in yourself, and start moving. Let success find you working, trying to figure out yourself, because you are your own self and you have your own future on your hand. So you do not have to blame anybody when you do not succeed. Someone somewhere said that you can be born to be poor, but it is very dangerous to die when you're poor. What does that tell you? That you can use your common sense. That what is between your ears is more important. And if you can use it well, it can take you to the levels where you never thought of being.
You can change your mentality, you can change your thinking, and eventually you become whom you want to become.
And sometimes you need to change friends.
True. This notion of, like now in our industry, in our media industry, there's a lot of frustration. And not only this industry, many sectors, there are those frustration where a job come to an end at any given time. And maybe you don't have a backup, you don't have a side hustle, and you tend losing hope. We've seen so many journalists losing hope, and they become useless from a useful person to become a very useless person. Young people, they do the same. Maybe you are in a sector where you are in transport, you're in that industry, and all of a sudden, that job comes to an end. You don't have a place to pick up, then you lose hope.
That is when we say, in this world, expect anything. Sometimes you can be discouraged and be disappointed, but that is not at the end of it. Because at the end of the day, life must keep on moving. So what you need to do, ikiwa umeajiriwa, mwenye kukuajiri wakati mwingine anaweza amkia asubuhi moja kupiga karamu bila wewe hata kutarajia. Do you hang yourself on a tree? Wakati moja unaweza kuwa na duka lako ama soko lako, pengine ukapata janga, pengine moto kaja ukachoma. Do you commit suicide because of that? So
there are those who do that.
Expect anything
in this life.
Anytime.
Positive and negative.
Absolutely. But what you need to do, are you able to wake up, wipe yourself, and
dust off and be resilient?
Yes. Are you able to do that? Because there are some people who say that if my father goes, I will not survive.
Yeah. If my guardian angel
today
says there's no more support,
I can't survive. If my employee today cancel my contract, that I cannot survive. Who said that? Who told you that? You have your God-given skill inside you. Discover it. Get to know what can you do better when you are not employed. Can you be your own boss?
True.
For instance, we are using YouTube and other avenues to inform and to entertain and to educate the community. It doesn't require you to have a lot of skills. So long as you're able to understand what you want to do and what you have to deliver.
True.
That's exactly. In this world, it's full of frustrations. Then you don't need to hang yourself on a tree.
You need to have strong shock
absorbers. And again, have your godfather or your godmother, someone who can give you strength.
You can run to.
Who can give you a challenge of a life, who can be able to talk to you every now and then and give you hope. Everybody has a hero. I want to be like someone else. Nataka niwe kama fulani. Kwa hivyo kuwa na mtu ambaye atakaye kuwa akikupa mwongozo. Usije ukakaa peke yako, kwa sababu kuna vijana ambao wapo lakini wako na uwezo ila hawana pesa, tuseme mtaji wa kwenda kuanzisha biashara. Kwa hivyo you find yourself in a cocoon. You don't want to come out of that cocoon because you feel that you've been discouraged, disappointed, there's no jobs, people are being fired right and left, and you think that that is the end of you. God has given you a special skill, a special ability in your life. Doesn't matter how old you are. How many people are inventing, are discovering great things in the society? Go and utilize that what has been given to you by God, and you can go far. Sometimes you don't even need to lean on your parent, because if your parent is poor.
Sure, and that's why I want, before I give you a chance to have your last parting shots, there are those orphans, the less fortunate kids in our community, young generation who are there. They are all total orphans, and they are in the street, and they still have that ambition to become people, important people in the community, in the society. What is your word for them?
My word for them is that what do you have?
Even when you're in that street.
Yes, what do you have? There are people who are talented.
Yeah, you don't have your mother, you don't have your father, you don't have a guardian parent.
But you have a talent.
But you have a talent.
You have a skill.
Yeah.
Start from there.
What is that?
Some of them are good dancers. You go and perform. Some of them are good orators. A lot of them are good footballers. Given a chance, they can go far. And this is a call to each and every kiongozi, either awe kwa mtaa ama kwa serikali kuu. Ni changamoto. Come and look for these people. They are stars. But since they have not been given platform, that's why they are dying in those kind of situations, because the government or those people who are well wishes that are not there to come. And if they are there, their risks are stubborn broke. Their risks are faced between them and the beneficiary. So the best thing here we can do is that what do you have? Kipaji kipi uko nacho? Anza hapo. Kiinue.
Be patient.
Unaweza pengine, you may not be recognized, but there is someone somewhere who is looking for that kind of a talent and skill.
True.
Right? But come out. Talk to people who can take you far. Talk to your pastor. Talk to your area chief. Talk to your hero. Yeah, there could be some people who are saying, I want to be like Muthama. What do you have to do? Come out, go and speak it out.
True.
Prove that you can be what you want us to make you. And today may not be like tomorrow.
True.
Tomorrow can be better for you. So the best thing you can do, just stand, wipe yourself, move, believe in God. He is able to make ways.
Sure.
And provide avenues whereby you can excel and one day give a testimony.
Today we are talking about why do young people lose hope, and we are with Bernard Kagame. He's from a farmer, from a carpenter, and today he's a media personnel, and he has done a lot. He is a content developer, and his journey is quite huge, but we've zeroed it down to the succession of you becoming whom you want in this life. You need to be strong, to stand up, use what you have, utilize, take time, be patient, and all things that you want is within you reach. Let me give you this chance to have your last parting shot, so that at least you can come to the end of the show.
I want to say that the world has everything everyone wants. And I also want to say that your skill is very important and very unique. Someone somewhere is looking and is waiting to discover your skill. But if you hide yourself, that you don't want to come out and demonstrate to the world that you have a talent, nobody will discover it. So it is a higher chance and a higher time for each and everyone to come up. I know sometimes you could be down and you have nothing, and you could not be having a history like that one of your friends. Who you are is more important, that tomorrow will make you to be what you've been desiring to be. So wake up, wipe yourself, keep moving. Tomorrow is pregnant.
Thank you so much, Kagame. God bless you so much.
Asante
and it's an
sana.
honor having you here.
Thank you.
And each and every time we get an issue and a topic to discuss and you're available, you're so much welcome.
Asante sana.
God bless you. We are coming to the end of our show today. And thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. Continue subscribing to my YouTube channel, Exodus Muthama, and as well following and liking my Facebook page, Exodus Muthama. It's a pleasure having you here. And each and every time you get a chance to write a comment to us, maybe you have a topic you would wish us to venture into or to look to have a discussion for, kindly, those comments are so much welcome. Today we were talking about why do young people lose hope in life, and we have try to come up with conclusions on why people lose hope, maybe from poor parenting, maybe peer pressure, maybe being so much into what you want to do. Just take your time and believe in God, and the rest will be history. Tomorrow, as we have been told, tomorrow is pregnant. So, and your tomorrow is better than today. My name is Exodus Potama. Until next week, Friday, God bless you. But remember to continue subscribing and liking my Facebook page. God bless you.